Why, hello everyone, I'm your lovely host Innocent, and welcome to something pretty unusual on my channel. Well, not really, only mostly. This is The Letter. It is a mobile game, and it's a visual novel. The only downside about this thing is you have to buy every chapter individually, and I'm not gonna do that, so we're just going to play the first chapter together and see what this is all about, huh? Alright, new game. Oh yeah, it's a horror game, by the way. So we're going to be playing the prologue together. The Ermagade Mansion. This was built for Lord Williams and Lady Elizabeth Emergy. I'm going to just call them that because my mouth is not working. Luxmore, humble ambassadors of peace and beloved by their people. Both were well known for their compassion and generosity, never failing to extend a helping hand to anyone in need. Under their influence and wealth, what was once a small, sleepy village grew to a prosperous and bustling town. However, the seasons of joy eventually ended when the good nobles perished at the hand of the Great Plague. Their riches and legacy were henceforth passed to their only child, Lady Charlotte Immergard. Oh, also, I don't know when this is going out. Well, I do know when this is going out, but I don't know when we're actually going to hit our next milestone, which is 4,000. So it's either going to be today or tomorrow, because we're like a handful away, so if it already is, thank you. Another video will be coming tomorrow. If not, stay tuned. What do these buttons do? Oh. Okay, apparently I just wasn't tapping my phone well enough. The mansion has stood since the 1620s, a witness to a very long history of joy and pain. Okay, and I skipped something because it doesn't want to tap when I do the thing. And that is where it began, apparently. Okay, we're just going to turn on auto next because apparently my tapping doesn't count. Surrounding villages spoke of seeing and hearing unearthly things, of cries and howls that filled the night, and a hearsay of a mysterious woman roaming the hollowed halls aimlessly. People who dared enter its walls were simply never heard from again. I do apologize if you haven't heard anything in the background. Even after 400 years, these stories remained much like the house itself. Whispers about the once great house, its legend, and its curse still fall upon villagers' ears. In spite of this, the current owners are convinced that these stories are nothing more than a hoax. With little regard for the truth, they had Blair something place the property back on its state. Yep, on sale, not state. Like Pandora's box, the secrets that lie inside wait to be discovered by brave souls. No matter what happens, take care not to be consumed by the curse. Okay. Good luck. Thanks. Isabel. Incoming call. Rose.
Oh. Hello? Isabella? Are you there? Where are you?
I don't know. A familiar jittery voice comes from the other end.
Oh, hey Rose. I'm at St. Goretti High. What's the matter?
What do you mean, what's the matter?
Voice acting.
It's the mansion, silly. I'm here and you're late. Jeez, we're on shift together. You promised. Oh my god, please don't tell me you forgot. You were planning on leaving me to check this place out on my own, weren't you? You chickened out.
Calm down.
Jesus.
You know I take my promises seriously.
I'd like to believe that. So hurry up and get here. This place
Fine.
is huge. A bit too quiet since no one's lived here since, like, forever, but beautiful nonetheless.
Why are you so surprised? This isn't the first time you've been there.
I know. I just wish I could live in a place like this. It really
Where's
takes my
this
breath
conversation
away.
going?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Not after the rumors that say it's haunted.
Jeez, never mind those rumors. Ghosts aren't real after all. And even if they are, which they are not, they can't do anything. They're nothing but spirits.
You don't know that! They might be listening or watching right now, and they might not be happy with you enough to curse you.
No offense, sweetie, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Believe it or not, it's better to be careful.
Right. You know, not every property we sell will end up with a dead body stuffed in a sofa.
And I think that mansion is where we'll likely find another one.
Another?
I can feel it.
Jesus.
That was one time, Isabella. Loosen up. Wait, just get here ASAP, please. I'm getting bored being here on my own.
Fine, fine. Let me just finish up here. I'll be right there soon.
Okay, see you. Bye.
She hangs up before I can respond. Rose, still charming as ever.
Who was that?
I look up from my phone and see Rebecca. Becca, giving me a questioning look.
Oh, that? It's just Rose.
Rose? The one you said who trained you for your job back when you started? You're working together again?
Just for this property. We've been scoping out that big mansion down Anselm Village after the renovations. Today's sort of its grand opening to the public. The RC wants to give it one last check before we let potential buyers tour it this afternoon.
There's a lot
Wait,
of
mansion? That big spooky one you've been telling everyone about?
there's a lot of
Didn't you keep saying how it just gave you the creeps?
a lot of British people.
You actually went there? And you're going back?
Well,
Except for
I
Isabella.
did promise Rose I wouldn't ditch her. And besides, a job is a job. Gotta do what you gotta do to make a living.
As soon as those words leave my mouth, Becca lets out a soft chuckle. I can't talk today. Woo!
What's so funny?
Nothing. It's just that I didn't expect you to say that. Coming from you, it sounds so out of character.
I like the sprites in this.
I mean, no offense.
and
You've been
jiggle
freaking
physics.
out about the place being creepy ever since you got assigned to it. Cursed rumors and all. I honestly thought you'd back out.
Not all the time. I could really use a huge amount of cash right now, and this is just the fastest way to get it. Plus, listen to this. Briar Realty wants it sold as soon as possible, and the agent who lands the deal is going to get a huge bonus. They never give bonuses like that. Getting that would make life so much easier.
For
They're
a while.
desperate, I'm desperate, it's perfect.
A sympathetic look crosses her face.
You know, if you're really in urgent need of money, you could have just asked me. Or Ashton. We
No.
can always let you borrow, and you can pay us back whenever.
I have to keep myself from groaning out loud. In the years I've known her, I can already tell what to expect when she has that expression.
Becca,
I've noticed that you've been living off instant noodles these past few weeks.
Yes. She crosses her arms and grimaces at the thought. Her voice slightly raises as she begins to scold me. Do your worst. Instantly, I'm reminded why Becca excels at teaching boisterous teenagers.
Stop eating junk. They're cheap, but they're not good for you. You'll definitely end up in the hospital if you keep at it.
Do you know how many college students survive for up to 4 years off of just instant noodles alone? Do you, Becca? I eat other things
Hey!
too.
I eat other things too.
Apparently she liked that. Yeah, back to Otto, because it doesn't like my tapping. I fold my arms across my chest, mimicking her posture and giving her the best frown I can muster, the same one I used in my younger siblings when they are being difficult. Instead, she only raises an eyebrow at me.
That's not going to work on me. And I saw it when you were cleaning your flat last week. The instant noodle cups outnumber everything else.
You're just exaggerating. Did you even see what's in my cupboard yet? I'm not just living on instant noodles alone. I've got canned beans, peas, tuna, ham, and even hamburgers in there.
Becca's wrinkling her nose by the time I get out to the end of my swallows. She even went a little green on the last one. Yeah, ew. Anyway, I would have laughed a little at that if I didn't know it would only lead to more reprimands from her.
Aren't those the same ones you won from the grocer's raffle more than a year ago? Oh, I sincerely hope you're checking the date stamps on those things before eating them. I don't want a repeat of last year.
What happened last year?
In any case, those are still not exactly healthier choices, Belle.
Healthy is always more expensive. She shakes her head, possibly laughing at some funny distant memory. Like what happened last year? Whatever the fuck that is. When she looks up, I immediately brace myself. More words from her. Sometimes it's just better to let Becca talk it out until things... yeah. But when she turns her attention back to me, it's only warmth in her smile.
What am I going to do with you?
Feed me? She says this more to herself than me, her voice shifting from something kinder to even motherly if I'm looking for the exact word here.
I hope you know that it's impossible not to worry about you when you're like this. You don't have to keep eating the same thing.
But just what I can
I already
afford.
told you before. You're always free to reheat food in my fridge.
Thanks, Becca. I really appreciate it, but you don't need to keep babying me.
But that's your
You've
fridge!
been taking care of me since after I moved here. You have to take a break sometime. And before you ask again, no. You know I'm not a fan of borrowing money. And I'm not going to ask you to give me what you earned hard for yourself.
You and your pride. But suit yourself. The offer stays on the table, though.
I nod in response, if only to get her to drop the topic. I'm late as it is. But I'm pretty certain I will never take that offer. I feel... I feel... It has nothing to do with pride. I just hate owing people money. I've simply seen plenty of times how friendships can turn from the worst just because of a few unpaid debts. I don't want something like that to happen between me and Becca. We may argue about the small, petty things, but she already feels like a real sister to me. I don't want to lose that friendship over something so trivial. Becca's movements when she takes a quick glance at something behind me snaps me out of my thoughts. Is it a ghost? It's probably not a ghost.
Well, enough chit-chat. Lunch is ending, and my students will be back any minute. We can catch up later. Good luck with your clients. You better treat us to lunch or something if you get that sale.
You bet!
With a small smile, she returns to her desk and begins sifting through the pages of a rather thick history book. She's probably working on next week's lesson plan. Or trying, at least. Her eyes are distant and she doesn't seem too attentive to whatever's on the page. I feel. As if she heard my thoughts, Becca starts coughing heavily. Her hand hastily goes to her mouth to stifle the sounds. Teehee. This is precisely why I followed her here. She's sick and still working? For someone who makes a habit out of worrying about other people, Becca sure forgets how to take care of herself. That feels like me. I've only eaten once today.
You sure you can manage on your own? I mean, you're still a bit feverish.
Hush, dear. Don't you worry about me. I'll just drink some medicine and I'll be right as rain.
I level her with a flat look. She has had a cold for a couple days now. Something about the strange weather not agreeing with her lately. Weather does that, and being around teenager does that too. Teenagers. And despite my advice to take the week off and rest, I found her apartment empty when I dropped by this morning. She even left the medicine her doctor prescribed. Look who's being stubborn now.
You shouldn't even be working right now.
Seriously, you big baby. I'll be fine. For now, just go to work and stop making that Rose girl wait for you.
Becca.
I'll call you if I still feel bad, and you can come pick me up if it makes you feel any better.
Fine. She offers me a reassuring smile and I can only sigh. Why do I even bother? There's no stopping her once she's decided on something. Defeated, I reach inside my bag to pull out the same bottle of medicine she left earlier. She looks at it warily when I place it in front of her. Then drink! Drink, bitch! Unfortunately for her, this is the one thing I'm not letting her have her way with.
All right, but don't forget what the doctor said. Drink this on time. I'll see you later, okay?
There's an amused gleam in her eyes as she shifts them back to me.
Look who's playing the mother hen now.
Rebecca!
Okay. I won't tease anymore. I'll make sure to drink it, Mom.
Before I can retort, she casts another look at the clock. Pardon me. I take that as a sign to finally end the conversation and my short visit. With a small wave, I leave her alone to the classroom and her thoughts. Alright. I hail a passing taxi to take me to the property as soon as I leave the school grounds. I've never been in a taxi. The mansion is some ways out of the countryside, but I don't have trouble giving the driver directions. I recognize that music. Apparently everyone in Luxembourg City knows of it, including every bit of rumor that's surrounding the place. In fact, just the mention of its name is enough for locals to give you cautious, sidelong glances. I learned the hard way the first time to commune there, or if I commune there, and it only boosted my belief that there's something more to the house. Even the news of it being renovated and place being back up in the market has caused quite a stir. Thankfully, it died down a few weeks later. The place would have become a lot harder to sell otherwise. I avert my eyes from the window once the building shrinks in the distance. Saliva. We get a glimpse of the countryside soon, although a quick glance at my watch tells me that we're still a few minutes away from our destination. Might as well get some work done. Rose did ask me to review the mansion's documents. I already looked them over last night, but you never know when things may go wrong. Life has a way of messing things up like that. Halfway through reading the papers, my phone rings again. The fuck you want? I pick it up without looking, neatly tucking it between my ear and shoulder. Hello? It's probably just Rose again anyway. Hello?
Rose?
Guess again.
That voice.
Ash.
Bingo.
Hey, what's up?
Just checking if you're still cool later this evening.
You got a date?
You mean that thing with Zach?
Yeah. He even called in the middle of the night just to remind me.
Jesus.
No, don't worry. I didn't forget. I'll be there.
Cool. I'll see you later. What time do you get off?
Around 6 p.m.? I don't know. It's the first day of the Ermengarde Mansion's open house, and we're
Ermengarde,
expecting quite
okay.
a number of potential buyers.
Got it,
I'll be
Ermengarde.
booked the whole afternoon.
Ermengarde Mansion?
Yeah.
You know, the big Jacobean mansion at Anselm Village? I'm on my way there right now, actually.
On your own?
Yeah, well, Rose is already there, but yeah.
I see. Looks like the scaredy cat finally toughened up.
Bitch.
Shut up!
Ash chuckles, and I can't help myself but roll my eyes upon hearing it.
I'll see you later. Drop me a call when you're done. I'll see if I can pick you up.
Thanks.
Bye!
Stupid Ashhole. Always teasing me whenever he sees the chance. Ashhole. I'll show him who's tough. Bitch. It takes a few more minutes until I finally reach the infamous mansion. I have to admit, the entire property does look wonderful from the outside. Yet, despite all of this, it does nothing to hide. Something is just wrong. The surrounding area is usually silent. The only rustling leaves can be heard and an occasional breeze passes by. When Ansem Village is just a few miles away, everybody keeps their distance on purpose. It's a pretty mansion, perhaps out of fear, the horror of falling under the mansion's curse. Somehow it makes me feel sad. The lack of immediate human presence just makes this place all the more eerie than it has any right to be. If it's uncanny in broad daylight, I can't imagine how this place looks at night. Still pretty.
Are you planning to go inside that place, Missy?
Yes. The voice nearly makes me jump out of my skin. Without completely taking my eyes away from the house, I give the driver a confused nod. As I slur my words, a beat passes while I wait for him to say more, but his only answer is a non-committal hum. Blah, blah. Belatedly, it occurs to me that he must have been waiting for my payment. I mentally slap myself for spacing out and promptly hand him in the fare an apologetic look. I can't talk today, Jesus Christ! I expect him to leave as soon as I've paid, but there's a hesitant expression on him, as if something hasn't been said yet.
Is there something wrong?
Look, Missy, I'm sure you've heard what the people are telling everyone about that place. Nobody likes to be disturbed when they're at peace, and I'm pretty sure whatever they say is in that house doesn't want to either. I admit they did a good job fixing it up, but there must have been a reason why even distant relatives of the family who used to own the house never lived in there despite inheriting it.
Because this is a horror game, that's why.
Maybe they just didn't like it?
You never know.
He drives off after, but what he said had a foreboding feeling in my gut. Or left a foreboding feeling in my gut. I breathe out a heavy sigh as I approach the house. That sounds like a drawing machine. Anyway, after hearing enough of the rumors, I should expect the conversation to take that turn. But I'm already here. Backing out is completely out of the question. It's not like I have a choice anyway. It's my job. You gotta do what you gotta do. If I want to get that bonus in commission, one way or another, I've got to sell this property. The door is ajar when I get to it. However, well, my own copy of the key dangles uselessly in my hand. That sentence was weird. Rose must have left it open when she arrived. That's weird. That is weird. We may be the only people here this early, but I've never known her as someone that careless. Entering what greets me inside leaves me gaping. They've cleaned every corner, waxed the floors, dusted the antiques, searched every nook and cranny and crevice, and made it spick and span. All for the sake of making the mansion more enticing to modern-day lords and ladies. But no matter how hard they try, the mansion still looks as soulless as ever. As though it's going to eat you alive. If you ask me, they should have listened to what other people have been telling them and leave this place alone. Nah. Some things in this world are better left alone, never to be disturbed ever again. Nah. I don't agree. Echo, I call out. Echo, echo, echo.
Rose, I'm here. Where are you?
My voice echoes softly through the hallways. Yeah, not as much as it is when you hear it. It's going to be a lot less. Oh, who am I kidding? In a place this big, I don't think she'll hear me, no matter how deafening the silence is. I'm going to pause it real quick. But that echoing that you're hearing the character say, or hear with the character, that would definitely not be as echoey as it is, especially since you see all the furnishing in there and there's carpeting on the floor. It's not going to be that echoey. I've been in enough places to know. It will be echoey, but not like cave echoey, where it's like bouncing off all the walls in different directions, especially since the doors are closed and there's no immediate, you can see an entrance or exit other than the one behind her, but I'm assuming she closed that behind her anyway. She could be all the way on the other side of the property for all I know. Allergies. Quickly, I reach for my phone and dial her number. But
the number you have
Bitch, what? What do you mean has not been recognized? We were just talking a while ago. Ooh. It's not like she was eaten by the house, right? Nom nom. Or maybe the ghost did hear us talking and spirited her away, right? Right? No, Isabella, don't be ridiculous. She probably just wandered deeper into the house and lost signal or something. I dial her number again, hoping the call will connect this time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized. Please check and try again.
But to no avail. Oh boy. I have a very bad feeling about this.
Rose? If you can hear me, please come out. Come on, Rose. This isn't funny. You know this place gives me the creeps.
No answer. This isn't gonna work. This place is big. She could be anywhere. I need to start looking for her. I take a deep breath before venturing down into the mansion, deeper and deeper into the haunted mansion. Taking a couple steps forward, I notice something move above the grand staircase. You mean the chandelier that's been swaying this entire time?
What the hell? Rose? Rose, is that you? Not funny. I'm leaving you if you don't come out. Not coming out, huh?
Fine, I'm going.
Okay, that's a lie. She's my friend. I can't really leave until I know she's all right. Growing desperate, I try to connect her number again. Come on, please give me something. Please, Lord. Yes, finally!
Hello? Hello? Rose, I'm here at the mansion. Where the hell are you?
She doesn't respond. There's also a heavy static coming from her side. That can't be good. I sincerely hope it doesn't get cut off again before I get an answer from her. Rose, bitch, say something.
Come on. Where are you?
A few moments pass until the static eventually starts to quiet down.
I'm attic.
What? The attic? Why?
Oh crap, it got cut off. Man, do I really need to go up there? With how deep inside the mansion the attic is, there's barely any signal there. No wonder I can't connect to her. But why is she there? Out of all the places, she had to make me go fetch her inside the creepiest room of the place. Is she doing this to get back at me for being late? Probably not. Whatever, I'll just go. This doesn't seem smart. The sooner I meet up with her, the sooner I'll feel better about being here. I carefully make my way up the staircase. My legs wobble as I mentally curse the fact that I've chosen a real estate instead of picking a career that doesn't involve strange abandoned houses. Upon reaching the top of the grand hallway greets me. Jesus, what is talking? It branches out the two major wings of the mansion, the east and the west wing. See, the windows are open. That means the echoes shouldn't be that bad. Jesus. Oh, my computer's falling asleep. We've been doing this for like 30 minutes. So you know what? 30 minutes is a good place to leave out. But anyway, I'm still mad because the echoes shouldn't be that bad. That is very much computer generated. Like, here, I'm going to stand up and you can see how it echoes in here. Right? It should be kind of like this rather than what it is. I'm in a gigantic room where it's 2 stories and I can see the top floor or the roof. I have a lot of space. I'm next to a window. It should be echoey like this. But no, they gotta do something else. I'm sorry, I'm just being difficult. I'm not gonna lie at all. Anyway, this has been the first part of the prologue of The Letter. I hope you're enjoying this. This is certainly interesting. And no, I'm not going to spend money on this game. As much as I want to, because this seems real interesting, I'm not going to. And if you guys are interested in any more of this, well, it's on YouTube. Most definitely, the whole thing is on YouTube. Trust me on that one. I have seen it for myself. I haven't watched it. I looked it up to make sure I could actually post videos of it without getting in trouble. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I hope to see you all so very soon. Peace out. Bye-bye.